Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, the 3rd of December, 2020. Glad to have you guys here. Now, let's get started. Where is my charts here? Okay, let's open up the charts right here. Let's take a look at what's going on. First thing I want to take a look at. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you guys, it's going to be the money bombers are coming. Looks like the first deal they're going to put through is probably going to be about 996 billion, I think it is. I think that's what it was. Just under $1 trillion. But that ain't going to be the end of it. Remember the deal we had back in March of this year was 3.2 billion. I mean 3.2 trillion. They're getting so big, it's getting hard to tell. Trillions, billions, soon they're going to be throwing trillions around like they're throwing billions around now, and what's next after that? What's 1,000 trillion? It's a quadrillion. That's what'll be next, is a quadrillion. Don't think they can't go there, guys. Don't think they can't go there. The money bombers are going to come out. I figure the money bombing is going to start in the second quarter of 2021. That's when the money bombing's really going to start in earnest, and it's when the problems start to really make themselves manifest within the general economy. So they're going to move. What we have is a coming together right now of the Treasury with the central bank. The two actually coming together and almost into what's like a merger, and this creates a loop, a debt loop, where they keep creating more and more money and more debt, and it never ends, and it just starts to go completely out of control, but not really out of control. The ultimate end of this is devaluation of the currency, and at a certain point, it starts to get into the head of investors. They start to realize, hey, this is the direction it's going. It's going to devalue the currency. And so we got to get out of this currency and into something, a hard, tangible asset that's going to be going in the opposite direction. So one elevator's going down. I mean, this is the thing. How long is it before investors out there start to realize what's really going on? There's an elevator going down to the basement, and there's an elevator that's going up to the penthouse. And which elevator do they want to get on? Do they want to get on the elevator where they're connected to the dollar and dollar-denominated assets that are going down to the basement? Or do they want to get on to real hard, tangible assets like gold, silver, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies that are going up to the penthouse? And this is starting to become more clear. It's not completely clear yet. There's an awful lot of investors and things that they're still thinking to themselves, hey, I'm going to hold some off in cash, keep my powder dry, or I'm going to keep my equities. I'm going to buy more equities and stuff. There's still a whole big crew of them out there who haven't realized which way this is really going. Equities might continue to go up, but it's denominated in dollars. GLD, SLV, I can see a big sell-off of all that coming at a certain point when they realize that it's completely disconnected from the physical, and it's only going to be settled in dollars. It's connected to the dollar, GLD and SLV. Now, cryptocurrency is a little bit of a different animal. And anyway, let's move in and let's take a look at the silver price today. We're down 20 cents on the day so far. The silver price is going along fairly stable though today, at right around $24. So $23.90 right now. And let's take a look at gold price. Gold price is $1,833. It's up $2.50 on the day so far. Gold's looking good. It's going up right now as we speak. Cryptocurrency today, it just keeps going up and up and up. 581 billion right there. And let me refresh the page. 577. Yeah, it has dropped back just a little bit. Made it to 581. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 19,376. So yesterday I was talking about 18,000 something. Now it's 19,000 something. Looking at a strong showing by Litecoin. It's getting up almost to $90. You know, I'm going to tell you, I can see this coming. If this keeps going in the direction it's going right now, the Bitcoin price is rising. If this keeps on, there's going to be a big movement into the alternative coins very soon. They're going to catch a bid. You know, last time we saw Bitcoin up around $20,000. I mean, Litecoin was not $88. I think it was, what was it? I'm trying to remember back in 2017. I know it was over 100. I think it was like, I think it made it up to like 200 or something. It was a lot higher than it is now. You know, in the same way with the other altcoins. And we had that was shown in the fact that the market cap was getting up near $1 trillion last time, and this time it's 577, you know, so it's just over a half a trillion. Most of that Bitcoin has got a higher percentage this time. Well, I think as we move into this bull market, we're going to see that translate now into the altcoins pretty soon. You know, there's going to be money pouring into the altcoins. Okay, Dow Jones Industrial Average today. We're looking at over 30,000, 30,036 today. It's up 152 points on the day. Let's take a look now at the euro versus the dollar. And what we see is the euro's on a charge. The euro's gaining strength, you know, and they cannot allow this. Now, I'm going to tell you, the people out there are saying, hey, you know, the European Central Bank is out of tools and everything. They can invent new tools that you've never thought of before, and they will bring this in check, you know, the fact that the euro's starting to run away. Investors out there, you know, they start to eye something like this, and they start to say, well, the European Central Bank's out of tools, you know, the euro's going to keep going higher and higher. No, they're gonna keep these forex markets in check. You're going to find that what they're going to do is they're not going to let the euro run away too much from the dollar, you know. Same thing. What they're doing is they keep everything in at certain levels, like the pound, the euro, the yen, all of these currency markets. They're all in a race to the bottom. They're not going to let anybody get out in front too far, you know, or get behind too far. They're going to keep them all grouped together to a certain degree. They're not going to let anything race too far ahead. So the euro is racing far ahead in strength right now, not in weakness. It's up to 121 against the dollar. Let's take a look now at crude oil. 45.46 today, and so it is above the $40 mark. OPEC just made some sort of a deal, but we're not looking at much movement in the crude oil price. 45.46 today. Move index today. We're looking at it up just a little bit. It's ticked up a couple points. The 43.92 on the day. It's up 5.75%. Bonds and rates today. Now, who's buying this? We see almost 4 basis points of buying into the U.S. long-term treasuries. You know, it starts at the 2-year. It goes all the way up to the 30-year, and we see buying going on. Who's buying this? That's what I want to know. At these low yields and these long-term bonds. Who's buying the 30-year? Going to buy a 30-year bond at only 1.6%? You know, I mean, who's buying this? Well, I think I know who's buying this. The government. I think they're already doing yield curve control. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. But I think they're the only ones that are going to buy this. And I think they're forced to buy it to keep rates low. Let's take a look now at the dollar and the dollar index. And we see a descending dollar today, but this is nothing new. We've seen this for a while now. This is a trend. We've got, if we take a look, let's see it, maybe the 1-year chart of this thing, you can just see it's just descending. It's descending ever faster, the dollar. Okay, for our picture for today, you know, I was going to tell you guys, especially when I was a kid, I always found it hilarious whenever a chimp would dress up like a man, and they used to have a few shows on years ago where they'd have chimps dressed up like people, I can't remember what the name of the shows were, but they used to have a few shows like that, and when I was a kid, I used to watch all those shows. I think it's hilarious when a chimp dresses up like a man, but he's got a real nice suit on, this guy right here, and He's dressed up really nice, He could be a politician, I mean, he could run for our next president. I'm going to tell you what, especially here. I mean, we could have a chimp run for president. He'd do a better job, especially if the computer or whatever, blockchain was actually implemented to the point where it became the government or whatever, and we could just have a chimp as a representative of that government, and this would work a lot better, I think. A chimp as a representative, all over the world, every country on earth would just elect a chimp as the leader and have the computer run things in the background. I think this would work an awful lot better, what we got now, because these guys, they're all on the take. What I mean by that is they're all in for their own self-interest, and they pacify the people. They don't care about the people. And this is the thing. We need a government that is for the people, not for their own self-interest, And so a chimp, he would be neutral that way. If we had a chimp as a world leader in every different country on earth, he would be neutral in the effect that he would run the government not for his own self-interest, but not the only thing he'd be interested in is a banana now and again. He could just, it wouldn't cost much either, just give him a banana now and again. Anyway, I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking about all that. But anyway, listen, thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the very next episode, and give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye, guys.